Hey. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello. How are y'all doing? This is your girl G, and guess what, y'all? This is my first live YouTube live. So I had to go ahead and just do it. Just do it. So today, I'm your girl. I'm gonna give you more information about me. I'm a health and wellness expert in the holistic and natural area industry of health, wellness, and fitness. So go check me out on Facebook. I have a Facebook group, and I'll have all that information in the comments. But I just wanted to share with y'all just a really easy some information tips because I'm in that age range where I have issues with keeping the weight off, or I get people asking me, how do I get the weight off and keeping the weight off? So I just wanted to share with y'all some really brief tips on how to get that weight off because it's not easy, y'all. Once we get past 40, that weight wants to hang on. It wants to stick. It wants to hang around. And then it has a nerve to go get some friends, right? It has a nerve to go get some friends and come hang out together. They have a party, and then they hang out in them areas where you don't want them to, like at your house when the kids have a party, they in the house and they dropping stuff and they hanging around and they making a mess. Well, that's what happens with our weight. When we get over 40, it just want to hang out and it want to stick and stay in places we don't really want to stay, like that midsection. That's the biggest area that I tend to get questions about. How am I going to get my midsection? How do I get my stomach down? And then the other part is just, how do I get the weight off? How do I get the weight off? So first of all, I just want to explain why does it happen? Well, the reason why it happens is because as women, and this is for women, we start to lose the estrogen in our body. And losing that estrogen in our bodies causes our metabolism to slow down. And then the metabolism slows down. That means we don't burn the calories that we used to burn. And then the calories not burning, unburned calories got to go somewhere, right? They have to live somewhere. So if you continue to eat the way you have been eating, and then you're hitting that your body's hitting that plateau or decreased plateau where things are your estrogen levels that you are creating are starting to decrease. Well, then the weight is going to hang around because the calories are not being burnt off. Okay. So there's some adjustments that we have to make, and there's some lifestyle changes that we have to make. And I know some of y'all might not want to hear that. Some of y'all might not think that's a reality, but that is a reality. We have to change what we've been doing in order to get the weight off and then keep the weight off. But I'm not a believer of thinking that you have to starve. Starvation over here, honey, not over here. No. I don't believe in starving. So starvation is not the key. Not the key. And it's just not healthy. It's not healthy. It doesn't benefit us. It doesn't benefit your body. You're depriving your body of nutrition and the things that it needs in order to thrive, in order to survive. So you do not want to go and defy your body from taking in food. Okay, so yes, age is going to affect you. Yeah, age is going to affect us. So one of the things that I want to suggest that you do is I suggest that you start adding more fruits and vegetables. I like to talk about what you should do instead of what you shouldn't do. Okay. Because then I think if you add in a lot of the things that you should do, then the things that you should do, you'll kind of move them out. Okay. And those options will become decreased and less. And then, and then you'll replace it with good options and good habits. And then before you know it, then your whole lifestyle has changed. So one of the things that I suggest is adding more fruits and vegetables to your diet. I like starting at breakfast. First thing you should have is some fruit or some vegetables. And it's okay to have vegetables in the morning. I know it sounds kind of crazy. It's like, it's okay to have vegetable soup in the morning if that's what you want. Sometimes I have vegetable soup because I want something hot and savory, but I want something healthy too because I want to be around, right? So it's okay. And I have a juice company. So I'm making juice all the time. The name of the company is Gin and Juice. Okay. As you can see the logo back there, that's what's back there, Gin and Juice. So and then my health and wellness is Body by Gin. But anyway, I start my day off with about 16 to 24 ounces of juice, fresh juice, nothing in it, fresh pressed juice every single morning. And it does an amazing job with just flooding my body with nutrition. It actually fills me up. But if I'm really, really hungry and I've done a really aggressive workout, well, then what I would do is add to it some whole grain bread, piece of toast, with some peanut butter on it. And then that'll usually fill me up and take me through the morning. But you want to add fruits and vegetables to every single meal, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even snacks. Make it a habit of having fruits and vegetables around for your snacks. Okay, and then the thing I'm going to go back to, you do not want to skip breakfast. We are so prone to thinking, okay, I'm going to cut calories. I'm not going to skip breakfast. No, you want to have breakfast. You want to eat that breakfast. You just want to eat the right things. Okay. You want to eat the right things first thing in the morning. You want to put the right thing in your body. You want to put the things in your body that are going to give you nutrition, that's going to fortify your body. Not the cakes, not the cakes or the sugary and high fat things. You really want to put something that's lean and organic in your body first thing in the morning. So do not skip breakfast. Hear me loud and clear. Do not skip breakfast. Other thing that happens is when you have breakfast, you also wake up your metabolism. Like you put very healthy things in your body, and in putting very healthy things in your body, you start your metabolism first thing in the morning. Okay. And then the next thing is you want your heaviest meal. Your heaviest meal should be midday. So if you're craving, I'm not a heavy meat eater, but if you're craving a heavy meal and you want to have your meat, I recommend having your meat at lunch in midday. And the reason behind that is having your meat or your heaviest meal midday, it gives you 8 to 10 more hours to actually your body the opportunity to burn it off before you go to bed. All right, because that's another reason why those calories stick and stay. Because if you eat a heavy meal at 7 o'clock and you're in bed by 9 o'clock, well, you haven't given your body ample time to burn those calories. So you just want to make sure that you are not eating. Your heaviest meal is during the day, and then you want to stop eating like around 7 o'clock. You want to make sure that you are cooking as much of your food as possible. Cook your own food. There is so many benefits from cooking your own food. The main thing is you know exactly what you're getting. A lot of the foods that we're taking in nowadays have additives in them. They have chemicals in it, and that's another reason why we gain the weight. Or the weight sticks to us because we're taking in things that our bodies do not know how to digest, does not know how to metabolize. So where does it go? It just goes, it stores itself. It stores itself and it sticks to your organs and sticks to the walls of your body, your skin, and you get layers of fat. That's just what happens in a very simplistic explanation. Okay. And then another thing is get used to, and this was a big one for me, is not going for seconds. Yes, not going. Be satisfied. Usually the first plate is enough and it's plenty. Okay. It is plenty, plenty, plenty. But and get used to that. And it took me some time to get to the place where I was okay with that one plate. I put enough food. I put moderate sized servings on there, and enough that, it's going to satisfy me. It's going to fortify me. It may not overstuff me, but you have to get used to being satisfied and not being stuffed. Okay, where you can't breathe and your food is all the way up to here. You want to get used to not feeling that way, but you want to, satisfy your hunger, eat enough to rid off the hunger, and then not go for seconds. And then what I do is I always like to plan my meals and plan my meals in the way that after I have dinner, then I can go ahead and I have a snack plan. And a snack may be fruit, it may be nuts. It may actually be a cookie or something, but it's going to be a healthier cookie. And if it is a cookie that I like, if it's a brownie that I like, well, guess what? It's not going to be a fourth of the pan of a brownie. It's going to be a reasonable size piece that's going to take care of that craving that I might have for chocolate. Yeah, I like chocolate. Yes, I like chocolate, and I'm not going to die because I eat a piece of chocolate. No, you're not going to die. You're not going to blow up and gain 10 pounds because you eat a piece of chocolate. Okay. So and what else did I want to say? And then, just pay attention to how your body reacts to what you eat. Okay. And I'm going to pause right there because a lot of times we just eat, and we don't pay attention to how our body responds. And I'll just share a little story with you. I am a sweet eater. I love sweets. I mean, I adore sweets. I have a mouth full of sweet teeth. Yes, I do. And I had to start one. I noticed that when I would eat, no, this was when I had my kids were little, Christmas. All right. Cause who's Santa Claus? Yeah. Yeah. You looking at Santa Claus right here. Right. So they make cookies. Who got to eat the cookies? We got to eat the cookies. The cookies got to get gone before they get up. Right. So who would eat the cookies? I was Santa Claus. I had to eat those cookies. And so I noticed like every year when I couldn't wake back up to get all the toys out and get them out before they woke up, to see what Santa had left them. And one year, and we love those macadamia nut cookies, and I love them, and I don't know how to stop eating them. I don't. I do not know how to stop eating them mugs. And so anyway, passed out, kids woke up, toys wasn't under the tree. I'm like comatose. And I was like, what happened? Like, why? And I went to bed. We shut down fairly early. And then I thought about it. It's the cookies. It is the cookies. And then that's when I realized I was a sugar sensitive to sugar, refined sugar. And so now whenever I have cookies, I have to eat like half of it. I know what my limit is. And if I go over that limit, it's going to shut me down. I'm going to have to take a nap. I'm going to fall asleep for a couple of hours and be kind of in a comatose state. And so I know what sugar does to me. So I know that if I'm having sweets or if there's desserts, that I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to limit and monitor how much I eat. Okay. And then another thing that you can do, I don't know if you are a consumer of, we call them here, I'm in Nashville, cold drinks. I was born in Michigan up north, and they call it pop. So depending on where you're at, soda, cola, some areas call it cola, regardless to what you're drinking. They call it cola. And then I know like here we call it cold drinks, and then in Michigan it's called pop. So, but carbonated drinks, okay? I'm going to say that carbonated drinks. Those are loaded with so much sugar. And even, okay, so then you're like, well, what about the diet ones? Okay, I've done a test because as a trainer, I've had, clients say, oh, I'm going to have the diet soda. Guess what? they still didn't lose no weight. Or I wouldn't say that. They still lost limited weight. So I asked them, would you please follow me and follow my instructions for a couple of weeks and lay off of the soda altogether? They started dropping weight as prescribed. They started hitting goals that we had set. So trust me, stay off the sodas, really not just sodas, but the sugary drinks, like altogether, like the lemonades, the teas, and all of those things that are laced with refined sugar. Okay, so if you're gonna have sweet and you're gonna have sugar, can I ask you to just, do like stevia, monk fruit, honey, things of that nature, to sweeten your food. Stevia to me has an aftertaste, so I generally go with honey, and I go with different varieties of honey to get different flavors, depending on what I'm eating. But those would be some of the things that I would say that would be awesome item, just as a start. There's a lot of other things that you can do. You want to move more. If you're not moving, you definitely want to move. um, I know a lot of people. I have some people at 40. They really not interested in doing or workout or anything that's like super aggressive. But guess what? You don't have to. You don't have to. Walking, walking. They have done studies. Walking is just as effective as if you were running. But you do want to get a brisk walk. You do want to get your heart rate up, and you want to keep your heart rate up for at least 20 minutes. But I always tell my folks to go 30, set your timer, go 30, get your heart rate up. If you can talk to your girlfriend and y'all can have a conversation about what was on TV last night, the neighbors, mom and them, and anybody else, any other type of conversation, and even, a godly conversation. It doesn't really matter. But if you can talk and have a conversation, more than likely, you are not, your walk is not aggressive enough. Okay, your walk should be aggressive, where it's like, when we get done, let me remind you about something that I need to tell you. Okay, so make sure that you're doing the walking or the running or intermittent running. And then those things combined, if you start adding those things combined and just paying attention and moving towards a healthier lifestyle, you will find that maintaining, and these are mostly things that you're going to do to maintain your weight, but you want to make sure you eat all your meals and you want to keep your metabolism burning all day long. So you want to eat your meals, you want to eat your snacks, but it's not yourself of food. You just want to make sure you eat the proper foods. All right, y'all. Well, I am out of here. That was my message today. I'll be back again next week with more tips on how to lose weight and how to lose weight in a healthy way. I'll see y'all again next week. It's your girl Jen. Mwah. Peace out and have an awesome day week. See y'all later.